with today's agenda. Welcome everyone to JEC Community Call of January 24th. Contrary to Mattermost release channel, Eclipse 7.42 has been released. And today we have only two topics for discuss. The first one by Fabrice, I guess. Fabrice, could you start, please?
Yes. So, this is I'm here to announce one big change for the documentation. So the first one, it's something that we have since Friday. The search in the docs. If you type something in the search, we have a different search. Maybe I will share my screen. Share button.
I stopped sharing my, so you should be able to share yours.
Okay, good. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
You see the website. So it's the new docs, the complete new docs. And if you search for something now, we have a search engine which is not dependent on Google anymore. So that's the big change. That is done. The change that is coming is that next version of the documentation will not be based on the master branch, but on the main branch. So it's not published yet, but we will start this week. So as soon as the Eclipse webmasters have done the changes. And what does it mean? It means so first, why are we doing that? Is we are switching to a documentation that documents only the behavior with Dev Workspace, and there are so many things changing. Then we were a little bit afraid of keeping erroneous content in the documentation, so something we are missing. So it's safer to start from zero for this release. And for the documentation, it's like if we would have already a major release where we don't document jailworking without the Dev Workspace. And it's also a good moment to change things also. And we have a contributing page where things are a little bit different. So that's here in this section, editing, splitting, and reviewing new content. How to put it simply? Yeah, you know that previously we had the pages with our only metadata in them, and then all the content in the partials. We remove this bizarre thing. So now you can put directly the content in the pages if the page is not a succession, it's not an assembly. So if you have an assembly, you will still need to put the procedure and the reference files in the partials. But for other kind of contents, you can put the content directly in pages. So that should simplify the contributions, and you should be able to edit in GitHub directly without landing on a page where you just have metadata. So that's one of the ideas. And then in the So I will let everyone read that through, and then there is here. Let's go on the main branch. I was not on the right branch. So let's get on the main branch. To create the pages, we have a templates directory with a very simplified template. So not using NewDoc, but just copying the files. That's quite, we hope, a simpler experience. Let's see. And that's for the announcement of the big changes. Then what will happen is that we have this ticket open at Eclipse Foundation GitLab. So the Bugzilla of the Eclipse Foundation for the community stuff has moved to GitLab. So that's the new place where you can find the thing. So, and once the migration is happening, we will change the Shadows repository to the Eclipse.js organization. One of the reasons for that is that we should have more runners, so wait less time for builds. Then we switch the default branch from master to main, and then but that's just internal kitchen. It's the name of the job that needs to finish has been changed. So it was just kept as a link checker for ages, but it does more than just checking links. And that's the other point. And then what happens to current pull requests? Currently, we have 7 pull requests that are open. So we will continue to merge them to master, and we will finish to backport everything that we can to the 7.42 branch. And normally the next release will appear here as 743. So we will keep 742 with the J7 in the URL. 743 will be the first version where we will have stable here in the URL. So we will have 742 J7 and then 743 pointing to stable with the content that is in the main branch. Voila. I believe I've made the tour of everything. Any questions? I know that's a lot of information.
Thank you, Fabrice. I think there is no questions. And
Perfect.
we can, thank you. And we can proceed to the second topic by Brian. Brian, please.
Yes, can I share my screen?
Yeah, please share.
Thank you. Okay. Actually, I'm having technical issues. Anatoly, maybe you could share your screen again and just click on that link in the agenda, please, to the DevTools blog. Thanks. So essentially, just announcing that the Che blog is now syndicated to the Cloud DevTools website. We have a blog section there, as you can see. And this is pulling in posts from various places. For example, anything tagged with, I believe it's ECD tools. I think you'll see it over there on the right-hand side. Unplanned Eclipse will also be pulled in here. So say if you have a personal blog and you're blogging about something related to Che that you would like to show up here, you can just, when you're already on Planet Eclipse, you can just use the ECD tool tags. However, any post on the Che blog is going to show up here. And I just wanted to highlight one issue. If you scroll down a little bit, Anatoly, you'll see maybe one of the, keep going, one of the Che posts. Okay, so if you go back up, there's one about dev. Oh, there it is there. Yeah, backup and restore of an Eclipse Che installation. So you'll notice there that the tagline underneath there is just introduction, right? And the reason why this is happening is because there's no summary on the blog post. And I noticed this on a lot of posts on the Che blog. There's actually no summary on the posts. So what I would ask you to do, if you were the author of any of these posts, perhaps you could retroactively go back in and add a summary to the post, and also in any future posts. There are two ways of doing this. One is to the metadata of the post, the summary tag. And secondly, just lead in with an opening paragraph. The opening paragraph will be picked up. So you'll notice in that particular post, the heading introduction is at the very top. Well, if there's no summary tag on the post, what it will do is it will just grab the first thing in the post and show that. If there's an image at first in the post, it will grab nothing. So that's it right now. Just more of a public service announcement, and looking forward to seeing more blog posts on the Eclipse Che blog. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Any questions?
Brian, that happens automatically, right?
Correct, yes, automatically.
So as soon as we post it on the Che blog, it will appear on the Cloud DevTools blog. Okay. Yeah,
any new posts. I guess it's worth noting that that blog listing is a work in progress. We're going to add more features to it. For example, things like author names, things like the origin of the post, whatever other sort of kind of metadata we could pick up. But the solution is kind of being implemented across multiple sites by the Eclipse Web Dev team. So we're just waiting on various features to go live.
And the ASCII doc that we're using for our latest blog posts work well with the Cloud DevTools blog. So we're not using, so there are some blog posts with Markdown, but others use ASCII doc.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with ASCII doc, to be honest with you, but the only issue is the one that I mentioned, is just the lack of the summary or the lack of a leading paragraph in posts, which means there's no summary being shown on the listing. Apart from that, everything works okay. The feed is fine, for example.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Cool, thank you. I think we don't have any topics to discuss today, so we can wrap up. Thank you, everyone. See you next Monday. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.